So what's good, YouTube? Welcome to the channel, your girl Natasha Nisha. So on this one, I'll be speaking about marriage and narcissism. So you may not know, but yes, I've been in a narcissistic marriage, and 10 years married for me. 7 years were together. The last 3 years where we were separate, estranged, and those were some of the pre-COVID years whereby like there were lockdowns, and so we were forced to stay home, and as a result forced to deal with the issues in our marriage. And so either ways, marriage is a lonely trap. If you marry to a narcissist, is what I found. It's lonely because you're like alone in the marriage, and it's a trap. It's just a trap because you find that it's just one person holding, one person all in, one person fighting for the marriage and doing the work, growing and changing and maturing was also some of the things that marriage demands of you, while the other person is just pretending, the other person is just playing a role, and they will say all you need to hear to have you still stay in the marriage, but they one foot out the door. So there is this phenomenon that I found, and there's this phenomenon called future faking, whereby they will sell you an idea, a dream, a vision, that we work toward. And in hindsight now, I see this as them revealing their plans for you and their plans for the marriage. And it's just till they reach that point, basically, and then they could, kind of a thing. And so it's like, when I am filling the blank at this level or at this place, then I can, or we can get this, or we can do this, or we can be here, or we can, like go here, is kind of like how it looks like, this vision that they sell to you. So basically, it's for you now to do all that work, all that hard work, and to bring them up to this point, or bring the marriage up to this point, and then once they at that point, and then it's deuces kind of a thing, is some of what I can say is the case now in hindsight. So generally in these marriages, the narcissistic marriage, you find that this person is still living a single life. This person has one foot in and one foot out the door, This person is always on the lookout for better prospects, and they actually will put efforts toward reserving, or attaining a better prospect while still in marriage. And so many times, you are not the one, you are not the end. This marriage has never been the goal. You are just a means to an end, is how it is in narcissistic marriages. And so these are the kinds of people, I like to say, who, instead of loving people and using things, these are the ones who use people and love things, love the things that you can do for them, love the things that you can give them, is how these people are. And so also I find that in these marriages there's tons of lies. These are people who are people of the lie. They don't like truth, they don't value truth, rather. And so there'll be tons of lies, and then they will gaslight you to cover up the lies. Now this gaslighting is a whole nother phenomenon, where they will tell you that your reality is not the way it is, and have you questioning yourself. They will tell you that what they said yesterday, today, no, they didn't say it. You imagining, or what they did yesterday, no, it was not that way. It's some of the gaslighting, and this is your typical crazy making behaviors, that come with these narcissistic. relationships, marriages as well. There's tons of sabotage I found in these narcissistic marriages, because it's like the two of you in this love boat, and now this person has sold you a goal. We going rowing this way toward that goal. So together are you lovebirds in this boat rowing, but there they are sitting at you rowing in the front, and there they are sitting at the back drilling holes in the boat. So that is the kind of sabotage that you find in these marriages. Another thing that blew my mind completely about a narcissistic marriage is the competition. Like personally for me, like don't ever think you are in competition with me. No other female should ever think she's in competition with me. You know, like, because we have different life goals, there's different things we value, and we have different passions in life. We have a different purpose as a result, you know. So I'm only in competition with the person I was yesterday. That person in the mirror, when I look in the mirror, is the only person that I'm in competition with. So no female should ever think she's in competition with me. But how much more in a marriage? Now your partner of a whole opposite sex, your partner of a whole another gender sees you as competition. Somebody who profess love to you, you know, somebody who profess love to you and should have your back, your man, is now in competition, seeing you as a competition. So that was very mind-blowing for me. Either ways, there are tons of belittling behaviors that come with these narcissistic marriages, you know, by whereby they do this to steal your joy, to steal your confidence, to break you down many a times. And they extend these outside, even whereby they will support people who are opposing you. Like, you know, like in family, you know, like, firstly, we didn't even choose our family, so yes, we stuck with them. But like, we have different ways of looking at life, and we want different things, you know. Our views and outlooks on life are different in the family dynamics, you know. And then many times you'll find that when these differences, you know, arise, then they will strengthen the side of whoever is against you, basically, you know. And yeah, so even with friends, at least it's our friends that we choose. But even here with friendships, also, there's going to be those differences in beliefs, opinions. Most times, you know, they're going to crop up. But either ways, like, if you have a narcissistic partner, they will use all these differences to, you know, to break you down. Basically, they will support and side with anyone who's having a different view or opinion to yours. You find, and as a result, can turn family members against you. And this is families from both your side and their side, you know, turning family members against you. Okay, there's that. So either ways, this narcissistic marriage many times is generally an emotional roller coaster, you know. It will affect your well-being in like mentally and physically. It affects your well-being, you know, because you're like up and down. There's no calm and peace where you can ever just feel safe, you know. Your body is always in a fight and flight, and this is where illness thrives also, you know. So you find that now you'll be having these crazy flare-ups, and strange illnesses will become more frequent. And I find also that many people use substances to cope, you know, with these toxic marriages, so these toxic relationships. Many people turn to tobacco, many people turn to alcohol, many people turn to drugs to cope while in these narcissistic relationships, marriages. But either ways, the whole dynamic is super toxic, and this will severely compromise your system, your body, the immune system, the digestive system. You'll be having issues mentally. You'll be having issues, and you'll be finding doctors reporting to you, telling you now that you have like illnesses such as cancer, and this is a result of now being in marriage with the narcissist. Like 10 years, if you make the 10-year mark in these relationships or marriage, then you find that many times, you sick, you severely sick, your health is compromised, because this is a result of being walking on eggshells and being in that fight and freeze mode, for long periods of time. Our bodies are not designed to be in that fight and freeze mode for such long periods. We need to like get over it. It's like a kind of a situation whereby we maybe like like how it was in the old days when we were in the wild, and then the body used that like just to pump adrenaline, and then we did whatever, we acted out, we overcame or defeated that animal or whatever the thing was, and then we went back to the normal peaceful stage. But now we constantly in this walking on eggshells, like fight and freeze mode, and this messes up our body. We never come to that place of peace or rest. Some of the dynamics in these narcissistic relationships, narcissistic marriages. But either ways, I'm not gonna hop on very much longer, but I just want to say that, like how do you break free? It wasn't easy for me to break free. I am currently divorcing, but either ways, like, because it's not going to be super easy to break free, because it like took all these years. You didn't lose yourself overnight, and this is the key, you lost yourself. So it's now coming back to yourself, working toward coming back to yourself. The key here is to endeavor to find yourself, find your voice, and make yourself again a priority in your life, because many times you just put the other person's wants and needs and everybody's wants and needs before your own. So you need to come to that place whereby you put your own wants, needs, health, life on the forefront again, and you become a priority. And if I can just sum this all in 2 words, like how to break free in 2 words, my 2 words would be to choose yourself. Choose yourself is the way out. And another key with that choosing of self, the first step is self-love. So when you come to the place of loving yourself, then and choosing yourself, then all this makes it so much easier to get on this healing journey and to find that strength within to make better choices for yourself, for your life, and ultimately breaking free from this toxic trap, this toxic hold that nobody deserves. Nobody deserves. So that's all for this one. I hope you found value. You're going to Nisha, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.